Hello beautiful people, just mixing up my intro today. I just feel like I can't proceed until I say hi everyone. Anyway, today I am trying out a few new things. I've got some like new collection stuff to try which I'm really excited about. I have a new Too Faced palette which I think I'm going to play around with. I got it in the mail last night and I have not yet swatched it. I haven't done anything with it, but the colours are really fun, so I thought I might just do one of those chit chat get ready with me videos where I just wing my look. Like, I have no idea what kind of look I want to go for today. I'm just going to slap makeup on my face and see how it turns out. So hopefully you guys enjoy this. I might actually start with my eyes today because I feel like using shadow shields, and you know how shadow shields just kind of like remove all of your makeup, so I'll do my face last. They also sent me this, what's it called, Natural Mattes palette, so I might use a couple of shades out of this just for like transition shades and stuff as well, because the other palette doesn't really have anything. I am going to just pop on a little bit of concealer around my eye area. It's probably going to come off with the shadow shields, but just kind of as a base, I like to put on some kind of concealer and everything underneath my eye primer. Don't know why, it's just how I like to roll. This is the Lasting Perfection Concealer by Collection in Cool Medium 2. I feel like I must emphasize the fact to you guys that this brand Collection is so freaking affordable and amazing quality. Their mascaras and concealers are my ultimate favorite, and I've got a couple of new products I'm going to be using soon. So yeah, you can actually buy it from Countdown and the price point is amazing. I'll find prices and put them down below because I can't remember them off the top of my head, but they also always do discounts and stuff at Countdown as well, so make sure you keep an eye out. And this brand is cruelty free. They actually emailed me and let me know that, so I thought that was a really cool thing to let you guys know as well. Look how much better my complexion looks just by concealing my under eye circles. It's a miracle. Okay, so shadow shields look like this. You've probably seen them in my videos before. Basically, they've just got a little sticky bit and you can kind of use them to catch any fallout, and they also kind of give you a really sharp line for your eyeliner and eyeshadow, whatever you're using. I'm back into my Dipbrow Pomade by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm using a little brush by her as well. I'm just going to brush my brows. And I just like to fill in my brows pretty much how my brows look naturally, except I do them a little tiny bit thicker. I just like my eyebrows to look a little bit more dense than they are naturally, so you can see the difference between the two brows. And then just to set all of my eyebrows in place, I'm using the Aqua Brow Gel. Oops. This is back to being my favourite again. I've ditched the MAC. No, I still like the MAC, but this one's better because it makes your eyebrows actually look like it's got little hairs, because the colour of this is really nice and it kind of grabs the ends of your hair and like coats them and sets them. Okay, this doesn't make any sense. It just looks better. It looks more natural. At first it looks kind of intense and wet, but it kind of dries and it has this really weird like satin finish, so it looks really natural, like it's got the natural kind of finish of a brow hair rather than being matte or anything like that. Since we're working with colour today, I am going to use Lime Crime's eyeshadow brightener. I love the packaging. I know Lime Crime's got like so much controversy happening at the moment. I don't really know what's happening, to be honest. But if you are boycotting Lime Crime, you can use the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk. This is just a little bit easier to blend for me, so I'm using it, but you can use any white base. You can even use like a white eyeliner or anything. Now, someone asked me to zoom in more while I'm doing my eye makeup, so I'm gonna do it. Okay, so first I'm gonna take a the Natural Matte palette by Too Faced. You don't have to use this one if you don't want to. Just any matte medium brown for your crease. I'm using a really nice big blender brush just to buff that into my crease. And I'm going to use the shade Honey Butter. Putting this shade in my crease, it doesn't really add much colour or anything. What it's for, you probably get sick of me saying this because I try to mention it in a lot of videos, just for people that are new to my channel or like new to makeup. The reason for this is just to make everything else much easier to blend out. Blackberry, should we use this? Let's go, let's do it. I'm going to use this on a tapered blender brush. A little bit on the outer V as well. So I have no idea what I'm doing. Hopefully this turns out nice. I don't know how bold I want to make this yet. And then I'm just going back and buffing out the edges with the first blender brush I used. I am going, I don't know, I'm going to take this colour and I'm going to put that on the outer part of my lid. Oh, that's such a pretty colour. It's got like quite a bit of shimmer in it as well. And then I am going to flip over my brush to the clean side and use this shade here, which is called Strawberry Ice. It's going on the remainder of the lid and I'm kind of crossing over that blue as well. See, I am getting quite a lot of fallout, so I'm very happy that I decided to use shadow shields today. The actual eyeshadows are very pigmented and really easy to blend, but they do seem to have a little bit of fallout. And I'm going back in with Blackberry into the crease, just to tidy everything up a little bit. Oh, that colour in the inner lid is actually beautiful. It almost comes off like a little bit pink, like a lilac pink. Now I'm going in with the shade Sweet and Spicy, which is this one here. I feel like this entire row would create such a beautiful look. I'm just applying this to my brow bone. Okay, I think I'm good with the top of my eye, so I'm going to do the bottom. Actually, no. I am going to do my face and then I'll do the bottom lash line. So you can see that harsh line it's kind of made. I am going to just take my brush and kind of buff it out a little bit so it's a little bit feathered. For my foundation, I'm going to use Chanel Vitalumiere Aqua because I've just been loving it lately. And a little bit of the MAC Prep and Prime CC, whatever this is, color correcting primer stuff. So I'm using a yellow primer just because I have some redness to my face. Oh, my skin feels really dry today actually. And then to apply my foundation, I'm using a flat top foundation brush by So Beauty. This foundation is heavenly. Okay, for my under eye concealer, I am using the new collection one. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to try it. As you guys know, this is one of my all-time favorite concealers of all time. The Lasting Perfection, which is what I used near the beginning of this video. They've just brought out this brightening concealer, Illuminating Touch. This shade here is in Naked One. It's got a little pen applicator and you kind of dial it up to get the product. It always takes so long the first time you use a wind up. There it is. Okay, never mind. It didn't take as long as I thought it would. Usually these products always take like a million turns before the product comes up. I'm just going to apply some in a triangle under my eyes. Oh, it's like a nice salmon colour. Salmon is a really good colour to kind of counteract dark under eye circles. Colour correcting, you know. See, I put it in a triangle up to my hairline. That just helps to really highlight your face, and because it's an illuminating concealer, it'll kind of give you a little bit of a glow as well. Okay, I am loving this eyeshadow look so far. So the concealer is super blendable. It feels very similar to their original concealer, except it's a lot more kind of brightening and illuminating. Duh, that's what it's for. It actually has really good coverage as well for an illuminating product. Usually I find they don't really cover much. Granted, my eye circles aren't terrible, but still. So you can see that one side blended in. Seriously, you guys, I can't even deal with the quality of these concealers for the price. Like, not even for the price. These are like just as good as my high-end concealers. Okay, I like it. I like it a lot. I'm going to use a little bit more down my nose a little bit and just on the center of my forehead and chin, just to highlight a little bit more. I'm safely saying it, I really, really like this. I'm definitely going to continue using that collection. You did good. So yeah, as I said, you can buy them at Countdown. On my face, might as well carry on with the collection theme. This is the Lasting Perfection Ultimate Wear Powder. This is in the shade Medium, and I broke my packaging. It was totally my fault. I just completely dropped this on the kitchen floor, and the packaging snapped. But the powder didn't. Yay! It's always that moment of truth. You're like, crap. Such a depressing moment. I'm just using this to set my foundation in place. And then just under my eyes, I'm using a little bit of Well Rested to set the illuminator in place. Okay, so under my lash line, I feel like just going a little bit simple. I might just use the shade Malted Milk Ball, which is this one here. I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury color Chameleon in Amber Haze just as a base under my lash line. Then I'm actually going to take the shade Blackberry again, that dark purple, and just kind of blend that on the very outer edge just to tie it all together because it looks a little bit stark. I'm just taking a little bit of that really light lavender colour with my finger just to kind of amp up the intensity. Just on the centre of my lid. And just pat it until it kind of blends itself out. I'm going to do a risky move, guys. I'm going to take the orange. It's called Macaron. I'm taking the smallest amount on that same brush and just kind of buffing that almost underneath the bronze just to kind of warm it up. Do I like it? Yeah, I like it. I'm using this vanilla pencil and it's by Makeup Store. This is Colourpop XO, my own eyeshadow by Colourpop. It's in the Shaaanxo quad, if you want to check it out. I'm going to use it with a brush because I don't want it to be too stark and intense. And then just for fun, I'm going to apply a little bit of the Stila Magnificent Metal and Comex Copper. I'm not doing too much, just a little tiny bit. Just add a little bit of a glittery effect. And get off my eyelash. Now for the next exciting part. I've got a new collection mascara to try. I've never tried it before. As I said, I love collection mascaras. Their 5-in-1 mascara is like one of my ultimate favourite mascaras. So this one I have very high expectations of. I still might add false lashes just because this looks quite intense. I feel like you could really do with it. Actually, what am I doing? I need some eyeliner. I was totally supposed to do that while I still had my shadow shields on. That was such a fail. I'm using the Balm Shwing. Oh god, I'm so scared I'm going to screw up my eye makeup right now. I'm going to try to do a tiny wing. So one side is slightly longer, so let's just pretend that it's the same because I don't want to screw up my eye makeup. You know how it goes? Like you start trying to fix it and you try to fix it and you try to fix it and you just screw it up and you have black everywhere. Okay, now onto the mascara. Oh, the wand's really interesting. That's so weird. So that's what it's looking like. You can see the curl. This is really good for people who want super dark lashes and curled lashes and defined lashes. It gives a little bit of volume as well, but I feel like the 5-in-1 gives you more volume if you're looking for volume over separation. I'm using the wand like this. I'm just going to put it on my lower lashes. Oh, it's so pretty on the lower lashes because it does separate them. I'm going to use XO Beauty the Fangirl, which look like that. So obviously you just want to measure them first. I'm just going to chop off one little bit from the inner corner this time because the inner corner is tapered, so I can get away from doing it from the inside. And today I'm using Ardell Brush On Lash Adhesive. Okay, so that is the eyes done. I love them. Let me do a close up. Hopefully you guys like this too. So now we should probably move on to the face. I'm going to use my contour kit and I'm going to use this shade here as a bronzer first. I'm not using too much, just a little bit just to warm up my complexion a little bit. Because I did fake tan today, so I want to look tan. And then I'm going in with the middle shade from the contour kit and contouring. Instant cheekbones. And a little bit down the very tip of my nose just to kind of tie everything together and add a little bit of a bronze look to the centre of my face. I want to be super highlighted, so I'm going to use this Mercier Matte Radiance Baked Powder and Highlight 01. First I'm going to spray the brush. This is a Furless brush. I don't know what it's called. It's just like a little paddle brush. I'm just going to spray it with this so that it becomes a little bit damp. just to intensify my highlight a little bit. And then I'm just applying that to the very top of my cheekbone. I'm also going to bring it up just above the brow a tiny bit. And then applying a little bit to the very tip of my nose with my finger. And Cupid's bow. Lips. I feel like I need to stay simple because, I don't know, I always like nude or pink lips with purple eyes. I just did like a purple tutorial. Oh well. I'm going to do brightish pink lips. This is Colourpop Lippy Pencil in Rocket. And then on the inside of my lips, I'm using MAC Flamingo. And then I'm actually going to take a little bit of Anastasia Beverly Hills Milkshake. This is totally optional. And I'm going to put a little bit of this on the inside of my lip, like the middle of my lip, I should say. That just makes my lip look a little bit more plump than they are. How did I get eyeliner here? I almost forgot to tell you guys, I am going to do a collection giveaway on my Instagram, probably tonight, like the day you see this video, tonight. So keep an eye out on my Instagram and keep an eye out on Collection New Zealand's Instagram. I'll put the details down below. We will be giving away 10 different bundles of makeup, so I hope you guys enjoy that giveaway as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a big thumbs up. It helps me out so much. You guys have zero idea. Although I'm sure you have an idea now because I say that all the time. Anyway, yeah, have a really good day and I'll talk to you very soon. Bye! You can see the difference. And if you think I'm lying, take a look for yourself. This is just one layer, one coat. Then I'm going in with the side 2, which is a smaller brush, and I will be using this brush on my lower lashes as well. So the slit is really good for my body type, and it's also a little bit high-waisted, which is really good for my body type as well because I have zero torso. My torso is like this big. Next I got a pair of shorts, and I actually already own these, except I own them in the like pink colour, which is similar